All right, let's jump into it. When a buffet restaurant charges $12 per meal, the number of meals it sells per day is 400. For each 50-cent increase to the price per meal, the number of meals sold per day decreases by 10. All right, so firstly, we need to understand then we are going to start off with 400 meals and we're going to be decreasing it by 10 per 50 cent. So if that is the case, we're going to be 10x, we're going to multiply it by that, and then what we plug in for x is the amount of 50 cent in the increase over $12. So let's explain what I mean by that. So for 16, if we're selling for $12, the difference from 12 and 16 here simply going to be 4. The difference from 12 and 20 simply going to be 8. The difference from 24 and 12 going to be 12, and the difference from 28 and 12 here going to simply be 16. So now we need to figure out how many 50 cents in each of these. So to figure out how many 50 cents in each of these, let's start off with 16. Now if we have $4 increase, which means that we're going to have 4 divided by 0.5, which means we're going to have simply 8 50 cents in $4 for that $4 increase. For $20, we have an $8 increase here, so we're going to simply have 8 divided by 50 cents. So we're going to simply have a roughly 16 50 cents in $8. Now if we look at 24 now, the difference there was 12, so we're simply going to have for 12 divided by 50 cents, we're simply going to have 24 50 cents in $12. And last but not least, here we're going to simply have, if we make the difference between, we're going to have $16, so we're going to have $16 divided by 50 cents. We're going to simply have 32 50 cents in $16, and these are the differences: 4, 8, 12, 16 with 12. That was the original amount. So we know now that we're going to be actually, these going to represent the amount of 10 that we need to decrease the total sales, that is $400. So as a result, this is going to give us now the amount of sales that we're going to be decreasing 400 by, or in other words, this is going to represent how much we're going to be decreasing 400 by. So what we're going to do is simply, since this is the amount of 50 cents within each of these increases, this is going to simply be 80. It's going to be 80 because I'm going to be multiplying all of these by 10. Since I'm actually decreasing 400, it's going to be 160. This is going to be 240, and this is going to be 320. It's very clear to see that this here is going to be the least amount that we're going to decrease my 400 by. So here, if I increase to $16, we get actually 8 50 cents within $4, and then as a result, each 50 cent accounts for 10 decrease in sale. So in total, then we're going to have 400 minus 80, which is going to give us 320 sales. So that's going to give us the most amount of sales. All these other would yield something that is significantly less in terms of the amount of sales.